What if, one day, you woke up and someone else was living your life, not pretending, not copying, but literally you? Same DNA, same face, same existence. This is not science fiction anymore. This is cloning, and humanity is closer than ever to unlocking its full power. Let's slow everything down and understand cloning step by step, because this is where science becomes almost unbelievable. Step 1. Choosing the donor. Everything begins with a living organism, a human or an animal. Scientists select a somatic cell, a regular body cell, like skin. Inside that tiny cell is the full genetic blueprint, DNA. Step 2. Extracting the nucleus. Inside the cell, there is a structure called the nucleus. This nucleus holds everything that defines you, your eye color, your height, even parts of your personality. Scientists carefully remove this nucleus without damaging it, because this is the identity. Step 3. Preparing the egg cell. Now an egg cell is taken, usually from a female donor. But here's the twist. Its nucleus is removed completely. Now the egg is empty. No identity, no DNA, just a biological shell. Step 4. Nuclear transfer. Now comes the most critical moment. The donor nucleus is inserted into the empty egg. This is called somatic cell nuclear transfer. And at this exact moment, a new genetic identity is formed. Step 5. Activation. The egg doesn't naturally start dividing, so scientists apply a tiny electric shock, and suddenly something incredible happens. The cell begins to divide, as if it was naturally fertilized. Life begins. Step 6. Embryo development. The single cell becomes 2, then 4, then 8, then hundreds. A microscopic cluster now becoming an embryo. At this stage, it is genetically identical to the donor. Step 7. Implantation. If the goal is full cloning, the embryo is placed into a surrogate womb, where it can grow, develop, and eventually be born. Step 8. Birth of the clone. Months later, a new organism is born. Not a twin, not a sibling, but a genetic duplicate, a clone. And here's the truth. Even though the DNA is identical, the life will not be, because environment, experience, and time change everything. History of cloning. Cloning didn't happen overnight. It took decades of experiments, failures, and breakthroughs. Let's go back in time. 1950s, the first experiments. Scientists began experimenting with frogs. They transferred nuclei between cells, trying to understand if life could be copied. Most attempts failed, but one thing became clear. DNA controls everything. 1996, the birth of a legend. Everything changed with one animal, Dolly the sheep. She was cloned from an adult cell, which proved something revolutionary. Even adult cells can create life again. The world was shocked, because this meant cloning humans was no longer impossible. Early 2000s, expansion. After Dolly, scientists pushed forward, cloning more species. Cows for agriculture, mice for research, goats for medicine. Each success made cloning more practical. 2005, the first cloned dog. Dogs are difficult to clone, but scientists succeeded, creating a dog named Snuppy. This showed cloning could work on complex mammals. 2018, cloned monkeys. In China, scientists cloned monkeys genetically closer to humans than any previous clone. This raised global concern because now human cloning felt dangerously close. Today, commercial cloning. Today, cloning is no longer limited to labs. Companies offer pet cloning services for thousands of dollars. People are already cloning their pets, trying to bring back what they lost. But many realize the clone looks the same, but behaves differently, because life cannot be copied perfectly. Why human cloning is still banned. Human cloning remains illegal in most parts of the world because the risks outweigh the benefits. Organizations like the United Nations have warned against it because once it begins, it may never stop. Ethical dilemmas. Cloning forces humanity to face uncomfortable truths. Are we creators or just part of nature? And if we can create life, do we control it or respect it? Cloning is coming, slowly, quietly, inevitably. The question is not, will it happen, but what kind of world it will create. The moment we learn to copy humans is the moment we must decide, are we advancing science or rewriting what it means to be human? Share your thoughts in the comment box.